seconds. My wagon wheel. I seem to be getting slower and slower on my wagon wheel as we connect. Hello, it's Beryl from BBK Mentoring. Welcome to this lovely Tuesday afternoon from Melbourne, Australia. I'm glad you're here with me. And I want to talk about some pretty exciting things that, to me, I'm going to set up a series. I'm doing a series of different things at the moment, and I've done procrastination, I've done fear. One of the things that comes up with my clients all the time is how to manage time, how to get a business plan together. How do I get things knocked off my list that I have things to do? What processes do you use, meaning me, to get things done that you would like them to get done? So I thought, let's get a practical plan for when you're feeling overwhelmed and you feel like the list is growing and growing. Hi, I'm Beryl. A little bit about me. I'm a business mentor. I help people and companies and professional and personal people overcome their limiting beliefs and smash through their income ceiling with the right processes and the right systems so that they can get things done. Like I'm going to talk about today, knock things off that list. So, sorry, I just looked at my little computer screen over there. It was kind of talking to me. So, we talk a lot about, and I'm going to look down at my notes. This is where I'm very much a note person, so I've written this all out. So we're going to go through this. So let's go. We talk about this a lot, being overwhelmed, not getting things done. Your inners, the little guts in there, are feeling all tied up in knots, and they're all, I feel so ill. I can't get things done. Oh, it's so hard. Put in the chat, do you feel like those things at times? I actually felt like it last night when I was running. For some reason, where my brain was, my thoughts and feelings were when I went out for a run, when I started, was, this is too hard. And after about a K, which is half a mile to the American people, a little bit less than that, as I was out there, I realized that I'd left with the wrong mindset. I'd left with the mindset of, this is going to be hard. I stopped for 2 seconds. I did up my shoelace. I took a breath in and said, this was easy last night, so this will be easy tonight. Took a very deep breath in and went, and then I ran another 4K, just like that. But because I was creating an overwhelm in my body, I kind of took that with me on my run. I don't want overwhelm to go on my run. That's why I run. So I realized that a lot of people are working from home now, and they're homeschooling. Some of the things I put down is, you're working from home, you're homeschooling, you never get a break. In Victoria, we're only allowed to go 5K from our house. You're only allowed to exercise for a day, and you're used to going to work. You're used to seeing your colleagues. You're used to doing all these things that would stimulate your brain, and now you're stuck in 4 walls of the office. It kind of gets a little bit hard to cope with. You're starting to feel like, I'm going crazy, I'm going mad. If I have one more Zoom, I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, come on, let's break them down. I'm going to give you a couple of things. It's kind of not put into 3 or 4 items. It's just processes that I use to get things done during the day. And one of the things I do schedule into my time is taking breaks, having a glass of water, stepping outside, breathing air, taking 5 minutes. It's okay. So I can assure you, I feel like I'm going crazy, exactly like you guys. I do. I just realized I'll just put my little, I'm very proud of my black belt, so I'm going to turn it around. On this side, though, it has my name. Sorry, I had to brag about that. So, yes, that's my black belt. So, I even schedule in exercise. I've created a whole process around me of what I do as I'm going through the week. So come on, let's spend a few minutes going over what I do in my plan. Now, when you're doing this, I want you to use one of these, because as I write this down, because I always muck up these words. So the reticulating activating system, which is the RAS, if you see it in some of the brain searches, if you're working on this, is the filter for your brain needs to process. Currently, it allows you to concentrate. That's basically, but this, rather than this, typing works more effectively with the brain. It allows this reticulating, the RAS, as they call it, for shorter, to filter your so that you can process things. This helps that section of your brain to get to the next place. So to me, that is really super important, because I'm a brain-based coach. I deal with neuroscience. I have a master's in neurocoaching. This is where I come from. It is very important for us to be able to get those things. So I've written down 3 things that I do during the day and how I break up 1 hour of my time. So in the first 15 minutes, or actually I don't even really spend 15 minutes, but I always set my alarm clock so I will not go. We all have alarms. We all have these things. Guess what? They've got a clock in them. We can set ourselves a timetable. So spend a few minutes, and we're going to do this on Thursday. On Thursday, I'm actually going to go through the process. I'm going to get my whiteboard out, my big whiteboard out, and we're going to write down the things that I will dump out of my brain to get going in 15 minutes. It would be everything. I'm going to resist technology because my brain likes my pencil better, because I'll be able to concentrate more. Your fingers, sometimes you slow down because you don't spell a word right. That's okay. Just keep going. Dump out as many processes as you can in that maximum of 15 minutes, okay? Maximum. Put it as short as possible, and then having the list. Whatever you do, don't worry about the order. What you're doing is a brain dump. You're going, today I have to do a blog post, I have to do an email, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to fix up my website. And you're going through these processes, and you're just writing down everything on the list in no specific order. So that's what you're going to do for the first few minutes, okay? On the second 15 minutes, and this is where I insist, this is only 15 minutes, and you set an alarm on your phone. This, you will only spend 15 minutes. I'm very adamant of that, because this way we're trying to reduce your overwhelm. We don't want to increase it. We don't want your brain to get tired. So you've set your alarm on your phone. See, my alarm on my phone, and you're going to knock out off on that list. You've got the list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, if it's anything like me, I would have 100 things on the list, including washing clothes, brushing the dog, cooking the dinner. I throw everything on my list that I'm going to need to do that day, and knock as many of those easy things off the list you can in 15 minutes only. The advantage of this is it allows your brain to start focusing. It also is a moment. What I've written down here, it creates momentum. You're moving. You're actually getting things done. Your brain is being rewarded because you're getting things knocked off that list. So your brain is feeling happy and more content. So some examples I've put down here is, if you've got phone calls to make them quick, short, to the point. Thank you very much. It was lovely talking to you. Bye. Next one. Thank you very much. It's lovely to bye. Get onto it. I did 5 phone calls in 20 minutes today because I needed to contact the US Embassy. That's okay. I got that done. It took me a little bit longer than I would have liked, but it's off my list now. I've now got to send them an email. I will do that this afternoon. that will be off my list. Another thing to do. So short, to the point professional emails. Don't get in the email and start writing an essay if you don't need to write an essay. If you've got 20 emails to send out, cut and paste. Make sure that you fill in and you change them how you need to, but move on. Therefore, you've got those off your list. Don't worry about whether they're important or not, where they are in the, actually, I should rephrase those words. Don't worry about the importance of the item that you're working on. Just get it off the list. So now, this is keeping you focused. Now, what this 30 minutes has done, it's prepared you for the one hard task in that hour, that one hard task. So you'd probably only spend 10 minutes on the first, 15 minutes on the second. Now, when the alarm goes off, turn your phone off. Don't let it be a distraction. Turn it off. Set yourself a timer that you will stop working in 35 minutes. This is going to be your one hard piece of content list, whatever you're doing, that you need to get done that hour. So choose the most daunting thing on your task, which is what I do. And usually in my case, it's a blog post because I trip over my words and I want it perfect and things like that. Lucky I've got an amazing editor that Carol, she just goes through and she corrects all my words and changes it. But I dump all my thoughts out, but I just concentrate on one blog post. And because I've done this, suddenly I've got one of the harder things off my list. I'm feeling good. My brain is being rewarded with success and happiness. So once that alarm goes off, this is where you're going to this is where you're going to have a bit of a problem, okay? Stop. What I've written down here, now stop. Your alarm's gone off. I don't care if you haven't finished the blog post. Your 35 minutes is up. Stop. Take a break for 10 minutes. Go to the bathroom. Remember to drink water. Go and get yourself a glass of water. Drink lots of water. Water is good for you. Step outside. Go and breathe some fresh air if you can. Move away from your computer. Move away from your desk. Move away from Zoom. Move away from your lives. Go outside. Take a big breath in. Take a big breath out. And you're ready for the next hour. And guess what? You're going to rinse and repeat. Your list is already written. So you'll spend 15 minutes again knocking things off that list. You'll set your alarm clock again, and you will do the next most daunting thing, or you'll finish if you need you need two 35-minute sections to finish it off. That's okay. But again, set your alarm clock. So again, take a break. Go to the bathroom, step outside, have a drink of water, make yourself a coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker. I will always go for a glass of water or a black tea. That is me. But some of the things you need to remember so that this list doesn't become so overwhelming, because we want this list to lead to what we're going to talk about later this week or maybe early into next week, is developing a business plan. This is how I get you to work. We've got to work it in small little sections and build up. We'll create our business plan next week after we've started getting some things off our list. And guess what? We're moving. I wrote down here, we're moving on. I can't think of what I wrote down. Anyway, I can't find it. But I said taking action, moving forward, momentum, getting things done. We're rewarding our brain with success. And when that end of that day comes, you can tick it off. It will be amazing. So as a sum up to this, I want you, I will put them in how I break it down. I will put it into the comments, but I didn't quite get them there today because I was running a bit time. Remember, and I know this sounds really dumb, but so many people are sitting there holding their breath. It's not good for getting work done, okay? So remember to breathe. Calm down, center yourself. Remember to step away from your desk every hour for at least 10 minutes and just breathe. Just enjoy things, because then the day will go better. So in practice, I'm finding I'm getting more things done in that 35 minutes. In that 15 minutes, I've knocked off the few things I need. In the 35 minutes, I feel like I know I'm actually successfully getting things ticked off that I need to get done. Things that I need to send to my lovely VA Camille so that she gets things done. So I've got my 35 minutes, but I also step away. I run every day. I set my alarm clock. I take my puppy dogs out every day. This is part of my business plan, because to me, that is as important. Exercise is as important, and moving away from the computer as getting the work done, because I'm more productive. So I just want to leave you with a question here that I wrote down here, and please put hashtag replay, but I'd love you to answer. If you sit in front of your computer for 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 hours, how do you feel? I could tell you how I feel. Maybe I might tell you on Thursday, but actually I'll tell you now. I actually get sleepy. I need to go and take a snooze because I'm feeling overwhelmed, and I'm not getting work done because I haven't stepped away. I have a meeting in 10 minutes. Before that meeting happens, I will step away. I will go to the bathroom. I will grab myself another glass of water so that I'm ready, so I'm refreshed. I might take a step outside because the sun's shining and watch the sun on my face. So on Thursday, we're actually going to do a practical test. Well, it's a practical for me, and we're going to go through the processes of how I brain dump and how I write everything down on my list, and then I concentrate on the one thing I need to write about, the one thing I need to get done, the one phone call that I know is going to take me 35 minutes to organize. I will concentrate on that one big thing, and then I'll take 10 minutes break. So this is Beryl from BBK Mentoring, whose voice has just turned into a croaky frog. Love to you all. Stay home and join me on Thursday at 12:30, where we go through a practical test of how I put this all in motion so I can teach you in person. I would love to see you there. Drop me a line, DM me. We can talk together. Anyway, I just noticed I'm now breaking up. Facebook seems to have had a bit of a nervous breakdown, but that's okay. We will see you soon. Bye for now. Bye.